Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Bon Echo Tarot. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm here with a report for the entire collective, so that's everybody, all signs, for June 2020. I will have reports for the individual astrological signs ready over the next couple of days to coincide with my new launch on Patreon. Yay! Where I'm very excited about building a magazine style area for my personal madness when it comes to astrology and tarot. I'm going to be offering workshops very soon, but most importantly, I will be offering extended readings from my YouTubes here, and a subscription gets you into my little world, and extended for all signs for a nominal price. So I hope you find all of this stuff helpful, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. So let's take a look at June, shall we? Some of these aspects are reports that I have already done. For instance, the Venus retrograde in Gemini is still very much in play. This is a period of severe testing in our relationships, and we're probably already getting a glimpse of that right now in the things that we're dealing with. And, you know, there may have been things triggered around the eclipse, as eclipses do trigger fated events, significant moments in time. And on June 5th, the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius was based around the extremes of love and hate. And that theme continues with the solar eclipse in Cancer, which is about freedom and restriction. So these themes are very, very much front and center for all of us in our day-to-day lives, what we see on television, and how we're interacting with the people around us. The reports that I'll be working on very soon are the Jupiter conjunct Pluto, which is happening June 30th. That's going to be in the sign of Capricorn. So this is going to happen a couple of times this year, so I'll be referring to that as well. I'm probably getting into more detail when we get closer to those other times, because the other planetary aspects are going to have an effect on that generally. And then last but not least, Mars enters Aries, its home sign, at the end of June. And it stays there for like 6 months, which obviously means we're going to have a retrograde period. But this is going to be like a rocket ship in wherever Mars falls in our chart. So look for those reports coming very soon. Yeah, I'm very excited about jumping into the Patreon world. So baby steps. At any rate, let's get into the tarot for the collective for the month of June 2020 and see what we're all dealing with. So it's definitely a month of extremes, June. Crazy times. But, you know, it'll be like a lot of fun and then a lot of hard work. Yeah, I think that's the one. Um, you know, now that things seem to be opening up a little bit, we're seeing a little bit of movement. So, you know, after we've been pent up for a bit, you know, it's time for a release in getting together with friends, family, and getting back to work. So let's see what the surrounding energies are. Yep, there we go. We have the Queen of Wands. So this is, you know, this is really taking advantage of regaining at least some freedom of movement in our lives. And you know, this is it seems to be you know, a very empowering energy that has resulted from I would think a lot of internal work, you know, whether we liked it or not, whether we were going in with it kicking or screaming. And you know, I have to say, Aries has been leading the way for all of us. I know I've talked to many Aries friends, and they've really been the pioneers in this energy. You know, facing the new paradigm. You know, it's like, all right, let's go. But you know, it's been a bit of a battle. But at the same time, you know, Aries is a very masculine sign, but, you know, we've got the Queen of Wands. So this suggests to me that there really is, you know, there is something about this time in the energies that we are experiencing right now that are a real balance of masculine, feminine fire. You know, it'll be interesting to see if we get any water in this read. I know we've got some pentacles, but, you know, we're all helping each other out. You know, humanity, I think, you know, as cynical as many of us are about how we behave with one another in times of crisis, you know, I think people have really been handling themselves very well. And now we have the Two of Wands. So really this is very, very fiery. You know, taking stock of responsibilities, of tools, of networks, you know, that this really is about stepping into leadership. Many of us are learning how to lead in service and to trust the process because we don't really have any other choice based on where we've come from. So that's fascinating. All right, so I'm going to take a look at the Lenormand and see if we can get some symbolism to cap this little reading off. Ah, see, it's a very interesting time for the Divine Feminine, how the Divine Feminine is working through us. That, you know, and there have been some astrologers who have been talking about Phoenix energy, lots of Phoenix, scorpionic type of fiery renewal, really rising from the ashes of a situation and coming out stronger and it being self-evident. And That's really wonderful news. That's what a great reading. So now that the gates are starting to open up just a little bit, looks like we're coming in a really good place. So stay inspired and, you know, take it easy with the extremes. It's going to be really, really good, and then it's going to crash, and then it's going to be really good, and then it's going to crash. And that's exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So polish up your surfboard and get ready because the beach is almost open. Take care, guys, and we'll see you again.